Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like over on Prizepicks for the Week 11 Monday Night Football game that we got between the Cowboys and the Raiders. Going to give out two player props I'm liking for this game, and as always, we're going to give some information, some analysis behind why I like each one of these two plays. Now, before we do that guys, make sure that you hit that like button down below if you enjoy these Prizepicks videos. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, if you are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have a Prizepicks account, make sure that you go sign up. Use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and play $5. You'll get $50 worth of free lineups just for signing up and using code NOAH. And then also, we do have a partnership with Sleeper, so I do want to give a shout out to Sleeper. If you guys don't have an account over on Sleeper, you can download the Sleeper app, use promo code NOAH over there. You'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. As well, you'll get a free $20 entry. So this is a new promotion that Sleeper's doing. Free $20 entry to everyone who signs up and uses code NOAH, and that's no deposit required. So you get that free entry just for making an account. So this is going to be a way for you to try out the Sleeper app pretty much risk-free. You don't have to put any money in. And if you win money off that free entry, I'm pretty sure that pays out as promo funds. And then you can use those promo funds to play more entries, and any money you win off those pays out as credit. So really, easy way, cool way for you to try out the Sleeper app without even having to put any money in. Highly recommend that you guys get over there, take advantage of this free $20 entry. And again, if you don't have an account on Sleeper, sign up and use that promo code NOAH when you do. But yeah, guys, before we do talk through our plays here for this slate for Monday Night Football Week 11, I do want to recap our plays from our video on Sunday for the NFL Slate Sunday. So we gave out 3 picks on Sunday, went 2-3, just missed out on a full sweep. Sadly, we took Aaron Jones over 12.5 fantasy score, which was a play that I really liked. Really liked the role that Aaron Jones was starting to see. His role was growing, his snaps were going up, and he got a good amount of opportunity on Sunday. I think Jones had I want to say 15 carries, and he got 3 or 4 catches as well. Just wasn't super efficient. I think he finished with 11 fantasy points. Definitely, if you would have told me before the game started that Jones would have as much volume as he did, I would have felt pretty good about him going over that fantasy score line. But didn't happen. Finished with 11 fantasy points. I think Jordan Mason wound up scoring a touchdown too, which is kind of tilting. It's always tilting when you take a running back over fantasy or to score a touchdown and then the backup scores. That's always frustrating, but it happens all the time in the NFL. It's just kind of it is what it is. But our other 2 plays did hit. Bijan over fantasy score we took, and then we took R.J. Harvey over 2.5 receptions. That also hit. So 2 for 3 on the Sunday slate. Not bad. Would have liked to have gotten a full sweep, but let's see if we can get that full sweep here. Go 2-0 on these 2 plays for Monday Night Football. So talking through the first prop that I like for Monday night, we're going to look at the pass completions category, and I like Dak Prescott for more than 23.5 pass completions. So Dak has only gone over this line twice in his last 5 games, but doesn't really mean much. Obviously every matchup is different, every scenario is different. And if you look at some of these spots where he's gone under, these have been spots where they've been on the road. The Cowboys offense Dak historically has not played as good on the road outdoors as he has at home indoors. He's historically had better splits at home. You look at some of these matchups, against the Jets on the road, Dak only had 29 pass attempts in that game. He completed 18 for 29 passes. And then against Carolina, he completed 25 of 34 passes. They went at home against Washington. He completed 21 passes in that game, but he only had 30 pass attempts. Against Denver, tough road matchup, had 31 pass attempts, only completed 19 of those. And then last week against Arizona, completed 24 of 39 passes in that game. If you look at Dak this year, he's been fairly accurate. He's only got 6 interceptions on the season. He's top 10 in completion percentage this year, and he's played overall really well. He's been able to complete passes at a high rate. I think this matchup against the Raiders is a decent one for him. The Raiders are above league average when it comes to completion percentage allowed, and this game's going to be played indoors. The Raiders, they play in a dome, so good conditions here. We don't have to worry about wind or weather or anything like that. We saw in a lot of the Sunday games, we're getting into that time of the year where the temperatures are starting to get really cold. The winds are really starting to pick up. There was a bunch of games on Sunday that were super windy, which were kind of having some effect on passes. But obviously we don't have to worry about that for this Monday Night Football game, with the Raiders playing in a dome. So it should be comfortable conditions here for Dak. And Dak's been really good this year. Highly accurate passer. I think it's a good matchup for him against a Raiders team that, again, does rank above league average when it comes to completion percentage allowed. And if you look at Dak's, pass attempts prop, that line is set at 35. So clearly the sports books are expecting Dak to be throwing a good amount here. I mean, this game does have a total. It has a 50 total. So Vegas, they're expecting points to be scored in this game. And you look, Dak's only gone over this pass attempts line once in his last 5 games, but clearly the books, they're expecting more pass attempts from Dak here. And if you look at Dak's game log so far this season, in games where he has had at least 34 pass attempts, he's gone over this completions prop in 5 out of those 6 games. I think it was week 1 at Philadelphia. He did have 34 pass attempts on only 21 completions. But every other game this year where Dak has had at least 34 attempts, he's had 24 completions. I think if we get anywhere near 35 pass attempts from Dak, I think we got a pretty good chance at 24 completions. And even if we don't get that many pass attempts, maybe we only get like 30 pass attempts, I could still see this being a spot where Dak is accurate, able to complete a large percentage of his passes due to the Raiders being a team that, again, has ranked above league average when it comes to completion percentage allowed. So I like that as our first prop for Monday night. And then the other prop that I like is a receiving yards. And we're going to take Dante Thornton for more than 7.5 receiving yards. So Dante Thornton is a guy that should be in line to take on a bigger role moving forward for the Raiders. First off, the Raiders, they don't really have much to play for. I mean, I think so far this season, they're like 2-7 or something like that. They're 2-7. They're not a good team. They're not going to make the playoffs. So they have, there's potential for them to definitely involve their younger guys, especially later on in the season as we get. And they traded away Jacoby Myers to the Jaguars, which should allow for Dante Thornton to take on a bigger role. He's one of their young guys. I'm pretty sure he's a rookie. He's one of these players they probably want to see what they have in him. And we saw last week, without Jacoby Myers, Dante Thornton played the second most snaps on the team, at wide receiver at least. He played 62% of the wide receiver snaps. Trey Tucker played 100% of the snaps last week. Jack Beck played 23% of the snaps, and Tyler Lockett played 57%. Now, Tyler Lockett did have a really good game last week. He had, I think, 3 or 4 catches for like 40 yards. He had 5 catches for 44 yards. Thornton only had 2 targets last week. He had 1 catch for 4 yards on 2 targets. But when he's been on the field, he has shown an ability to earn targets. And if you look at the games he's played in this season, 4 targets, 4 targets, 4, 2, 2, 3, and 2 targets. There was one game this season where he only played like 3 snaps. I don't know why he only played. I think it was their week 6 game. He only played 2 snaps in that game. Maybe got injured. I'm not exactly sure. I think he got injured in that game. And there was one week when he was like a healthy scratch. But without Jacoby Myers now, they're going to involve Dante Thornton more. Again, he played 62% of the snaps last week. Only got 2 targets, but I think we can pencil him in for at least like 2 or 3 targets here. And obviously at 7.5 receiving yards, he doesn't need a lot of targets to go over this line. He can literally get this in 1 catch. If he does go over this line, it's probably going to be from 1 catch. Obviously, last week he had 1 catch and he only got 4 yards on that 1 catch, but he's been a pretty high A-dot guy this year, so he's a guy that does get targeted deeper down the field. You look at the games where he's had catches this year, 45 yards, 20 yards, 29 yards. He has had a bunch of games where he's had targets and not gotten any catches, but the volume has been solid enough, especially, and the role should be growing moving forward without Jacoby Myers, that I'm willing to take this gamble if you consider it a gamble on Dante Thornton here. And if you look on DraftKings Sportsbook right now, his receiving yards prop on DraftKings is set at 11.5. So we're getting a little bit of a discount on Prizepicks at 7.5. I think, obviously, when you're getting a line this low, every yard matters because, Thornton could definitely have like only 1 catch for 8 yards or 1 catch for 9 yards. And if you get his line at like 7.5 versus 11.5, that's a big difference. That's a big percentage boost or a big percentage like jump in terms of a bump in projection. So if his line does bump up like 4 or 5 yards, I would be a little bit hesitant to take it. But while it's at 7.5 on Prizepicks, I definitely like this, and I think there is some value in this play. So we're going to take Dante Thornton for more than 7.5 receiving yards as our second prop for Monday Night Football. So this is what we got, guys, as our 2 plays for this Monday Night Football game, Cowboys and Raiders. We're going to take Dak Prescott for more than 23.5 pass completions and Dante Thornton for more than 7.5 receiving yards. So let's try and go 2-0 here, see if we can hit both these plays for Monday night. As always, guys, appreciate you watching these Prizepicks videos. Appreciate your support. Make sure to hit that like button down below. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And go check out Prizepicks, guys. Sign up for Prizepicks. Use that promo code NOAH. Get those $50 in free lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. But yeah, good luck, guys. Let's win some money tonight, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.